What is going on, guys? I'm Consumer Tech Review, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Redragon K556 full-size mechanical keyboard. I'm going to do the unboxing for you, and then I'm going to go over the pros and the cons and my own real-life experience that I've had with this keyboard. And if at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same keyboard, I'll have Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys, but here is a timestamp if you want to skip the unboxing, but let's get to it. All right, guys, unboxing the Redragon K556. Awesome keyboard. We got brown switches on this. I think you can get reds on it or blues, but pretty good packaging. Let's get this thing right open. And there is the keyboard. Let's take this thing out. Oh, wow. This thing is heavy. Heavier than I was expecting. Wow. We got the manual and a Redragon sticker, some extra switches in here. I think they're gonna be more than just one type of switch. It's almost like a switch tester. Yeah, you get the reds, browns, blacks, and the blues, all outemu, I'm pretty sure. Yes. Then you get a switch puller and a keycap puller. But let's get to the keyboard, the K556. I'm gonna tell you guys right at the bat, this thing is heavy right now. A huge amount of this thing is metal construction. The sides are complete metal. I can feel them, they're cold. The top is all metal. And it's also this really, really nice looking like brushed metal look. It's definitely not matte. It's kind of matte. It's like a brush look. It looks good. You also got the Redragon logo right there, which looks really nice. But full metal construction around the sides and I think even on the bottom. Yeah, this is all metal, guys. The bottom, the sides, and the top is complete metal. You don't see that a lot on keyboards, but this thing is heavy. All right, let's go over it. Painted black on the bottom. You have flip-up risers right here. They have rubber on these, which are already a little bit raised up, which I kind of like. You got rubber on the bottoms too. Let's just flip these up. On the top, you have these like shiny, semi-shiny keycaps on the sides of them. Really like that. They're smooth, shiny on the sides and more grippy on the top. I do like that a lot. I did get this with brown, so let's do a little typing test really quick. I'm gonna tell you guys, because of all this metal construction, this thing feels so freaking solid to type on. Also, I'm gonna tell you right now that when we plug this thing in for the full review, these keycaps are gonna shine way brighter than normal because they're shiny on the side, which I am super excited about. I love that. The cable is not braided, but it is a pretty thick rubber. You do have a gold-plated USB though. But overall, guys, really impressed. I love this full-size design. It is a minimal full-size keyboard, so you don't have all of the big, stuff going around it. It's just sit on top keycaps, which I love. You can see that right there. There's nothing crazy going on. Kind of wish there was a scroll wheel, but that probably would have given another bar up there. So I'm really enjoying this keyboard so far. I'm excited to use it. But that is my full unboxing of the Redragon K556. But now let's get to the review. Take it away, Future Consumer Tech Review. And we are back. Let's jump right into the first pro, which is the build quality. This thing is built better than any Redragon keyboard I have ever used ever. And yes, that is not an exaggeration. The top plate is this beautiful brushed aluminum metal. It is gorgeous. The sides, every single side of the four sides are all a black metal with a beautiful machined shiny edge that's just open metal. It's so good. And the bottom, you think, okay, bottom's got to be ABS plastic. No, it's full metal. This thing, every part of this keyboard that is not the cable, the keycaps, or the switches is metal, 100%. Yeah. I know, it's crazy, but it's true. Now this keyboard is using outemu switches like most Redragon keyboards do use, but because of the insane solidness and heaviness and build quality of this keyboard, these switches feel really, really freaking good. You can also get these in browns or reds, which I think is absolutely the perfect two options. If you're only gonna have two options, are probably the most perfect ones because reds are great if you want a linear switch, and browns are fantastic, especially on this keyboard. I do recommend it, that's what I have. Now, yes, outemus are not Gaterons, but any day I would take an outemu keyboard that is this solid over a plasticky keyboard with Gaterons in it. The biggest thing that I have noticed to actually affect the feeling of a keyboard is the build quality and solidness of it. That's why everyone loves the K552. That's why everyone loves the TechWare Phantom. That's why everyone loves the Pulsar keyboards, because they're built solid and they feel good. This keyboard is so solid, actually more solid than all of the other ones that I just mentioned. This is probably one of the most solid feeling keyboards I've ever used. And if you put Gatorons in this keyboard, it would be unbelievable. Although you can't do that, but it would be unbelievable. So Redragon, please start using Gatorons. You would destroy all competition if you started using Gatorons. I quickly want to let you guys know that there's going to be a giveaway for this keyboard. Yes, that's right. 2 of these keyboards are going to be given away. Redragon is doing this. They said, hey, do you want to do a giveaway of these 2 keyboards? And I was like, absolutely. Now, to be entered to win in this giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my second channel, Type C Tech Reviews. Go subscribe there, come back here, subscribe to the Redragon YouTube channel. I'll also have that link below. So subscribe to Type C Tech Reviews, Redragon YouTube channel, come back here and type done. I will know if you subscribe to both of them. And if you do that, you type done below and you are good to go and you'll be entered to win one of the 2 Redragon K556s in a week, which is when I'm going to announce the winners. You guys have a really good chance. Now back to the video. Now let's move on to the next pro, which is going to be the keycaps. So they feel pretty good. Obviously, they're not the best keycaps in the world, but they feel pretty good. I really do like that these have a shiny black side. I love that. It really gives the keyboard a really cool look and it accentuates the RGB look, which is the next pro. The RGB is typical Redragon. You have really good colors and brightness, and as well, you get a ton of different modes, like a ton. You get static modes, all the modes that you want, reactive, rainbow, everything, whatever you want. And all of that can be changed without a software, which is something I am really big on. And in each keyboard that Redragon makes, it's typically a little bit different of how you change those. And in most of their full-size keyboards and TKL keyboards, they have the best way of changing the RGB. On this one, it's super easy. You just use all of the multimedia keys. They're numbered. You just hold FN and you press them, and that's how you change everything. To change the colors of static modes, you hold FN and you go right arrow, and that changes them. And if you want to change the brightness, FN up or down, and that's how you change all of the brightness. Everything is so freaking simple on this keyboard. It's done perfectly. Absolutely fantastic. And the last pro is this thing is hot swappable with outemu switches. Now, this is only if a switch breaks or if you want to switch it to something like a blue switch or a black switch or anything like that. It is nice to have it. However, you can't put Gatorons in this, which I wish that you could, but let's move on to the cons. There's only a single con that I have with this keyboard because I absolutely love how solid it feels. This is the best typing experience on any Redragon keyboard that I've used. It's fantastic. But the one thing that they could have done is they could have added a USB-C detachable cable. If they have done that, this thing would have been unbelievable. In this price point, it's not crazy that it doesn't have a detachable cable. However, in this price point, it also feels like maybe they could have done that. Maybe they could have added USB-C cable. I don't know how much more it costs to add a detachable cable. However, if they would have done that, this thing would have been perfect. It's not a deal breaker for me, but I thought I would mention it in case it is for you. But guys, if you want a really solid, really nice feeling experience with typing and having a beautiful metal and just feeling like a premium keyboard, this keyboard is absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend it. Again, if you do want to go check it out, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys. But this keyboard literally blew me away. I really wasn't expecting it to be fully metal. Very few keyboards you'll find are completely metal. A lot of them will have like a top plate that is metal, and then the base plate will be plastic, or the edges will be plastic. Like the TechWare Phantom had a top metal plate, but then the sides and the bottom were plastic, and that was still a really good feeling keyboard, don't get me wrong. And same thing like the Pulsar keyboards, they have a top metal plate, which is really, really nice, and then the bottom is ABS plastic. That one's see-through, but the idea is, you know, you get the metal on top and then everything else is just plastic. They cost cut there, but that's not what Redragon went for. They went for the absolute best, most solid keyboard you can do, and I respect them for that. I don't think I've used many other keyboards that have a bottom metal plate, which is amazing. It's awesome. In fact, I think maybe the HyperX FPS RGB has both top and metal, but it's very different. That one is a little bit of a much thinner keyboard. And I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't feel as solid as this one. Yeah, it's got Kale switches and the Kale switches feel great. And the keyboard overall is fantastic. And yes, it's $100 and this one isn't $100, but this one feels pretty freaking amazing. It feels solider than the HyperX FPS RGB. It's so, so solid. Yes, it doesn't have super nice switches, but you're getting the most out of outemu switches that you can get because of how solid this thing is. So I know I'm rambling on about this keyboard, but that's its biggest feature, is just really, really nice to use. Through all the keyboards that I've been reviewing, I've reviewed a ton at this point, it's hard to tell which one that you would pick if I had to only pick one, because literally every couple of days I'm switching out a keyboard to test a new one. So it's hard to really tell which one is my favorite. But of the typing experience, if I was going to type every day, and I've used really nice keyboards, $150 keyboards, ones that have really nice Gateron switches or Kale switches in them, this is probably very high on the list, even though it's fairly inexpensive. And it's got outemu switches just because of how solid it is. It feels really nice. Now, a close second behind this one for Redragon keyboards is the K80 Veda Pro, the one with optical switches, not the one with blue switches, but the one with optical switches, because those optical outemu switches feel ridiculously good. And I absolutely love that keyboard. If you guys are looking for a full-size keyboard with a bunch of other multimedia keys, I highly recommend that one. But these things are really paired together. I don't know which one I would pick, because this one feels better. It's freaking solid, but I also love the optical brown switches and I love the scroll wheel. So it would be really tough. So if you guys are asking me in the comment to pick one, I can't. They're paired. They're really, really similar and they're really nice. But guys, I know I rambled a long time after actually reviewing it, but that's my real life experience. This keyboard has been really, really nice to use. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and it helped you out. If it did, help me out and throw a like below. I almost forgot what I was gonna say there. This was Consumer Tech Review. What do I say after this? If you guys enjoy this kind of content, keyboard reviews, mouse reviews, speaker reviews, any type of gaming type stuff, tech reviews, that stuff, hit that subscribe button below. This was Consumer Tech Review, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. See ya. Oh my gosh.